Welcome to International English Language Texting System. I'm your examiner.
Thank you. Okay.
My name is Humara Akhtar Shefa and my examiner ID is 23944. So I'm gonna ask you some personal questions. What's
Okay.
your name?
My name is Afifa Ashraf. You can call me Afifa.
Well, FIFA, where are you from?
I'm from Pabna, but I live in Dhaka for my studies, and my father works in Dhaka. He's an engineer.
Are you a student or doing a job?
I'm a student.
Well, so let's move to the part 1. What kind of food do you like to eat?
I really like spicy foods because Bangladeshi people really like spicy foods, and yeah, that's it.
What kind of new food would you like to try? Why?
I would like to try Italian foods because I've never tried them. I really like the pizza of Italia.
Do you like cooking? Why and why not?
Yeah, I like cooking because cooking is one of the hobbies of me, and I really like to cook for the family members of me, and I really like to try different recipes, and yeah, that's it.
What was the last meal you cooked?
I have baked a cake. That was the last one I've cooked for people.
Afifa, do you like home cooked food or food from restaurants? Why and why not?
Personally, I like restaurant foods because they're tastier than home cooked foods. But I prefer home cooked foods because they're healthier than the restaurants. And yeah, for some health issues, I can't eat restaurant foods every time I go out. Yeah, that's it.
Well, and this is part 2. I will give you a topic and you have to talk about it for 2 minutes. You can make some notes. Here it is.
Thank you. So my hobby is singing, and I have found it out of myself when I was like 12 years, and I really enjoy it doing because I understand the lyrics, the meanings, and it hits different to me, and it's an art to me, and I really like trying different musics of different singers, and I really like to just copy them, and sometimes I try to make my own music, and yeah.
Well, let's move to part 3. So the part 3 is about the social life benefits of hobbies. The first question: do you think having a hobby is good for people's social life? In what way?
I do think in social life having people's hobby is important because it keeps important, and it plays an important role in their personal life and definitely in social life, and it makes a person adult, I think. I forgot the word.
Okay. Are there any negative effects of a person spending too much time on their hobby? Why and why not?
Can you just ask the question twice?
Okay. Are there any negative effects of a person spending too much time on their hobby? Why and why not?
Yeah, nothing is good too much. There is a saying that nothing is good for us too much. So everything in limit is obviously good. So spending too much time in someone's leisure time or in hobby affects their important works of the day. So this is why spending too much time on hobbies are bad for us.
Why do you think people need to have an interest or hobby?
I think it is so important for people to have an interest or hobby in their life because it sometimes brings out the hidden talent in them, and yeah, and this is where the famous artists and all of the person came from.
Okay. I will ask you about leisure time. in your country, how much time do people spend on work and how much time on leisure? Is this a good balance? Or what do you think about it?
In the developed countries, people have more time than the developing countries for their leisure times because in the developing countries we don't have too much time to spend on our leisure time because we need to work hard to just build up our career or for making something or some gifting something to our country. So that's why I think uh, we don't have too much time for spending our leisure time in the developing countries. We have less time than the developed countries.
Well, would you say the amount of free time has changed much in the last 50 years?
Yes, I do think the amount of the free time has changed in the last 50 years because there has been too much change in our country in the last 50 years. And our technology has been developed, and so many workplaces have been created. And this is why people have not much leisure time for spending. And they have work opportunities, so they prefer working than spending time in their home. So for this, in the last 50 years, the leisure time activity has been changed.
Do you think people will have more or less free time in the future? Why and why not?
I think people will have more free time in the future because I hope our country will be developed and we have more technologies and we have more fastest working opportunities and more comfortable places to work, and we would be able to finish our work early. I hope so. And this is why it will give us at least an average amount of time to spend in our leisure. And this is why I think.
Well, this is the end of this test.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.